like I know what to say, but something's getting in the way. This person that you so admire, now stuck in such a bad attire.
Break it down.
On the road.
Do it
for my old homies, they be back home, still homegrown. Trying hard to get back at it, but no one knows where I'm going. Running around like a jaguar, now I'm headed back to the tropics. Going hard for my fam, yeah, now I'm headed back with a profit, yeah.
Always one step ahead, but I can't seem to feel a moment. I'll be peeking through doors, every one of them carefully closing. You don't need to tell, I'm out of time. Felt it trickle into the heart of mine. Say, is this when I give or I gave up? It's like I know what to say, but something's getting in the way. This person that you so admire, now stuck in such a bad attire.
On the road.
Oh my God, some more money.
Will I cry? Will I leave behind broken and crumbled signs, hiding all my roads to you? Uh-oh. And if I fight, will I come to life, calling for all your light, giving all my heart to you? Uh-oh. And I've been falling, I've been lost. coming home.
I am not the victim of this love affair. You can make me go away. I don't really care if it's getting fair. I just wanna love you, babe. You got me around your finger. Got me in a twisted state of love, but I refuse to see it. Yeah, you can turn me upside down, turn my heart inside out, but I am never giving up. Do it again, just do it again. Sleep is for the dead and love is for the wicked. Play me till I repeat and fade. Yeah, you can turn me upside down. Do it again, just do it again. Yeah, you were what I need, don't you understand? We were made to fall in love. Give me what I ask, let me hold your hand. Baby, you just have to know. You got me around your finger. Got me in a twisted state of love, but I refuse to see it. Yeah, you can turn me upside down, turn my heart inside out, but I am never giving up. Do it again, just do it again. Sleep is for the dead and love is for the wicked. Play me till I repeat and fade. Yeah, you can turn me upside down. Do it again, just do it again. Yeah, give it to me, give it to me. Just do it again. Give it to me, give it to me. Yeah, you can turn me upside down, turn my heart inside out, but I never giving up. Yeah, do it again. Sleep is for the dead and love is for the wicked. Play till I repeat and fade. You can turn me upside down. Do it again, just do it again. Give it to me, give it to me. Just do it again.
Don't stop, turn off the lights. Nauseous when I wake up. Don't quit, I fell for you. Don't break it in two. Long time before I knew us two would follow through. Hold out, don't give it up. Good things can come to those who wait. 'Cause you make me feel like this is for real, and I want you till trees grow on the moon. If you're a falling star, I wanna follow you. I want you till it falls out the sun. It's foolish heart, and don't wait for magic sparks. Make it work, although we get stuck on the low. Breathe out, we can't forget. Hurts like a bayonet. Could you make me feel we're in this for real? And I want you till trees grow on the moon. If you're a falling star, I wanna fall with you. I want you till it falls out the sun. It's standing up for you. It's standing up for you. Standing up. Standing up for you. Standing up. Standing up for you. And all I need is reassurance. All for you. Long time. All for you. I want you till trees grow on the moon. You're a falling star. I wanna fall with you. I want you till it falls out the sun. Standing up for you. Standing up for you. Standing up. Standing up. Standing up for you. Standing up. Standing up for you.
I hear thunder, I hear lightning, I hear wonders, and everybody wanna go, but no one really cares to know. I see marvels, I see titans, and some troubles that everybody has to face, that no one really can erase, and they hide away from it.
wanna get closer, wanna come over, I wanna get moving, grooving. Your folks disapprove it. We can have fun, yeah. Don't need no money, and we can be brilliant without millions. Baby, it ain't no closer. Wanna come over, I wanna get moving, grooving. Your folks disapprove it. We can have fun, yeah. Don't need no money, and we can be brilliant without millions. Get up and down, get up and down, get up and down and move around. Get up and down, get up and down, get up and down and move I wanna pull over and pick a 4-leaf clover. I want you to kiss me, diss me, and say you really missed me. We can watch stars, yeah, and we can dance on top of cars, yeah. We can make billions, not zillions. I wanna pull over and pick a 4-leaf clover. I want you to kiss me, diss me, and say you really missed me. We can watch stars, yeah, and we can dance on top of cars, yeah. We can make billions, not zillions. Get up and down, get up and down, get up and down and move around. Get up and down, get up and down, get up and down and move
Just got up, something's wrong. I waited up with wounds on my feet. Where will you be? Flickering through memories, the Polaroids yellowed in the sun, longing to be seen. So come and hide, hide with me, hide with me, hide with me. Come and hide, hide with
So you don't know what you're doing, and the walls are closing in. Just remember where we're going, and remember where we've been. We can breathe underwater, nothing can hurt us anymore. And as long as we're together, it doesn't matter where we are. When I do the ocean's heart. If you ever think it's pointless, I will remind you that it's not. And the world will dance around us. They wanna know what we've got. We can breathe underwater, nothing can hurt us anymore. And as long as we're together, it doesn't matter where we are. When I do the ocean's heart.
Hello, boys. We're pretty close to start, so thank you all for being here. And yeah, we'll be back soon.
I wanna be
Last year we went to the eye. I remember you smile reflecting the light. We didn't care what tomorrow would bring. There was only right now, the sun was alive. Can still see you walk down the shore, holding in all the secrets, kept me waiting for the answers. The answers. We can do it all again. I know. Somewhere down the line we're meant to come back home. We can do it all again. I know. I know. Somebody said it's only those who get it that young. Get the most out of life under the sun. Oh, I know it's not true, I've seen the future. And it's brighter than the air when we are together. It's brighter than the air when we are together. Last day, saw you in town. Didn't care to say hi, you were in a rush. Let's say I'll see you again. Would you care to sit down? Or was it just a crush? I see you walk down the street, holding in all the secrets, kept me waiting for the answers. The answers. We can do it all again. I know. Somewhere down the line we're meant to come back home. We can do it all again. I know. I know. Somebody said it's only those who get it that young. Get the most out of life under the sun. Oh, I know it's not true, I've seen the future. And it's brighter than the air when we are together. It's brighter than the air when we are together.
I'll try so hard to fade away. I'll try so hard to fade away. But something's forcing me to stay. It'd be easier for me if
Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. This is day 79 of the CQ Major. And we are back with some Dota 2 for you all. Hope you guys are having a good day, because it's gonna get even better. Hopefully, I don't know. Let's see what happens here. How you guys are doing? I'm okay. And yeah, this is a decisive matchup between Vici Gaming and Chaos Esports Club. You know, not a lot of people were actually believing on Chaos versus Alliance, yet here they are. Can they take it even further? Can they win versus Vici Gaming? The Vici Gaming of Fade, Paparazzi, Young, and Ori? Well, we're gonna have to watch the game to know. Or the highlights later. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Zelison, Judy, the Great Cornholio, Strike of Mortals. And yeah, all of you beautiful men and humans. Alright, so Dazzle, Elder Titan, and I have been taken out by Chaos Esports Club. And the Medusa first phase ban. I mean, Chaos, they did win on the back of that HFN Medusa, and we has Timbersaw. So this time they're gonna have to find another hero for HFN to play. The Nature's Prophet and the Tiny are also removed. So I wonder what Vici is going for here. Tusk and Lich are still open. Magnus is still open, although I'm not really sure if Vici Gaming will try and go towards that route. Games today are kind of boring. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, the Tidehunter. The overrated hero of the patch. I mean, I don't know if... Actually, let me check the win rate right now. Let's check what's the win rate for Tidehunter in this tournament in this week. Let's see what we get. So, Mr. Dota buff. Esports players. Esports leagues. Oh, the Magnetor and a PA. There you go. Chaos. They're gonna try and rely on Ostfrog's greatest creation, the Mag PA. So, alright, Vici Gaming already have a Tidehunter. This hero is known for being, you know, a little tanky. For being pretty good at withstanding the damage from that PA. We'll see how good the Tidehunter is actually going to perform against that. In terms of picks here, I was going to check the Tidehunter win rate, right? Okay, so win rate for Tidehunter. Oh, actually... Alright, so 45% win rate. 45% win rate, but when you ban... So when you ban him, there's a 70% chance of winning. Huh. Okay. So Tidehunter Terrorblade is gonna be Vici Gaming's response. I like it. I think this is probably... I mean, they did pick 2 cores at once, which could be a problem later down the line, because now Chaos, they can ban some supports here, especially because they also have the first pick of the next phase. So if this is going to be some sort of support Magnus from King RD, then they can just easily like pick a Lich as their third pick here for Chaos Esports and just ban all the supports that they would like to take out. For now, it looks like they're not going to take anything out. They removed that Kunkka, and the Timbersaw gets removed by Vici Gaming. We did play a pretty good one in that game. Ravage Metamorphosis is powerful. Yep. What's up, Suzaku? Of course not. Zella. Strike of Mortals. Felipe. And Sunder is a real pain in the ass. Yeah, but Sunder cannot be used on BKB heroes anymore, so gotta be careful about that. Vici Gaming actually removed the Lich. I was expecting Chaos to go for it, but, you know, Vici, they know that Chaos would like to have that support. Well, this brings up the Lion, and we are assuming this Magnus is a support, so this means that the support duo on Chaos is already decided, but we're not 100% sure. Now, Vici, they have to pick some supports. Earth Spirit's still open. I wonder if this is a hero that they have in mind. If that's not the case, Sven is also a possibility. Bane could be a good option. They're gonna go with the Grim Stroke. Alright. So, Chaos. What will you pick? So maybe an offlaner, Beastmaster, looking pretty good, having that vision, getting a little bit of more push, as well as attack speed for Roshan. I think Beastmaster would make Chaos lineup look insanely good. If they don't go for the Beastmaster, though, I guess another option could be maybe the Pangolier. I actually really like Pangolier versus Grimstroke or Terrorblade. Actually, I wonder how Soulbind works with Grimstroke out. I don't remember. But yeah, gonna have to wait it out and see. Chaos. Lion and Magnus, huh? If we're gonna pick an offlaner that is not Beastmaster. I mean, Pangolier is okay-ish. Maybe a hero like Underlord wouldn't be a terrible option. Having that damage mitigation on the Terrorblade, having all those tanky items to allow the PA to flourish and fight. Mid Rubik. No, I don't think you want to pick your mid hero right now, unless your mid hero is very, very like flat, like a DK, like a hero that doesn't care about anyone. Brewmaster. Yeah, Brewmaster is okay. The problem is that they have the Grimstroke Silence, so, you know, picking heroes that are very reliant on popping their ult could be dangerous against a hero like Grimstroke. That silence is pretty annoying. You're gonna get the Doom. Alright, that is a hero that definitely faded out in existence a little bit, but I really like it here. I think it's great versus both Tidehunter and Terrorblade. It completely nullifies what they want to do, and even if they pick something like an Oracle right now, it's not a perfect response. It's like okay, it could buy time, but it's not a perfect response at all.
5 seconds remaining.
Nice hard work casting of the time zones. You have no idea, dude. You have no idea how freaking tired I am. It feels like I've been doing this for like 2 years already, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Trying to create a fan base, trying to get better at casting, so naturally you end up having to do stuff like this. So yeah, I really like the Doom pick here. Think it suits this team pretty well. I'm gonna get the Tusk. Snowball dodge. I mean, you can save people after RP. The shard block is pretty decent versus both the Lion and the Doom. Magnus and PA don't care that much about it. Alright. So, what do you ban now? Witchy Gaming, they definitely lack a mid-hero. But they do not have last pick. So Chaos, they can just tailor their bans to get whatever it is they feel they need it. I would be okay. So you already have this Magnus PA, right? It would be nice to have another right clicker here that would benefit from that Empower. Huskar still in the pool, so maybe Chaos, they don't take the Huskar out just because, you know, it forces Vici to ban that hero. And if they don't ban, and Vici picks a hero that's not good versus Huskar, they still have the opportunity to pick it. If Huskar is not their answer, I think OD wouldn't be terrible, you know? You do get a pretty decent benefit from Empower, since you're still intelligent, so you're gonna get more stats. Maybe the OD ban could even be good for Chaos, you know? They already have the Grimstroke. Nah, they're the ones that actually take the Huskar, huh? Interesting. Okay. They take the Huskar out. Can Vici Gaming pick OD now? We saw, it was like Grimstroke, OD plus Phoenix. I'm not sure if you guys remember that draft, but they had the choice of getting the double Astro with the egg, and you pretty much time the egg perfectly. It's quite nice.
Seconds remaining.
What about Kunkka for Vici? Kunkka is banned, so no Kunkka option. For Vici Gaming, yeah. So by maybe you go Rubik. Is Rubik too bad here? You can steal Magnus and Power. You can steal Doom. Shouldn't be that hard of a lane now that Huskar is eliminated and OD is eliminated. Alright, so Rubik, Dazzle was taken out as well. I mean, DK and DP are options. You know, usually when we're out of mid-heroes, those two heroes start to become a little more viable. Venomancer could be an option, but I'm not sure or replace the hero. They are taking their time here. They're gonna take the Visage out, and they're gonna go with the Linner. So burst damage versus the PA. You do build U-Scepter, so you're gonna be able to take the Empower out of the heroes that you actually lift. Some burst damage. I'm okay with this. You know, double Laguna Blade with the Soul Bind is always nice.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay. And now Chaos. What will you pick to lane versus the Lina, huh? You don't have that much gap close, right? Tidehunter might get a blink, but it's gonna take a while, and the only gap close is Tusk.
You may now
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is gonna be a Mid-Earth Spirit, boys. This is going to be good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is game 1 between Vici Gaming and Chaos, and we're gonna see a Mid-Earth Spirit coming from no one other than Weeha. So, hope you guys are having a nice day, because it's gonna get even better. And now, you have the option to vote on who you think is gonna take this based on the draft alone. So, let's go. So you're gonna have to type 1 if you think Chaos is gonna take this. So who's winning game 1? Type 1 for Chaos and 2 for Vici Gaming. You can start voting now. All right. Looks like for now Vici Gaming is ahead here in terms of votes, but I assume the Brazilians are going to vote for Chaos, right? So who's gonna win? Oh, I have no idea, but we're gonna have to watch the game and see. I'm surprised, you know. I know that our Spirit mid is pretty good. I wouldn't consider it. I wouldn't consider it good enough to be versus Lina, just because, you know, Lina has a shit ton of attack range, has a shit ton of nukes. But, I mean, if Weeha is picking it, if they're going last pick, they should be at least a little convinced that this matchup could work well for the Earth Spirit. So, let's see what happens. This is going to be a position 5 Magnus with King RD's Lion as a position 4. HFN is going to be playing the PA, and Tavo will be leading up on the Doom. Alright, so in terms of votes, looks like we have a slight advantage for Chaos right here. And yeah, let's just go. All right.
prepare for battle.
Here we go. So there's an Earth Spirit just walking around right here with his Stout Shield as well. We'll commit that roll. One of the fastest heroes, probably the fastest hero. Oh. Ooh, he just committed a Fairy Fire. That could buy him in the ass later. Feels bad, man. We do see the Lion coming over here. Doesn't really have any wards. Just trying to scout things out with his boots. Pretty aggressive movement by King RD here. Tidehunter just swimming a little bit. Mr. Yang. Oh, hell yeah. And yeah, the game is about to start, boys. Sorry. I'm a little, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm sick. I just feel like because of my routine and the fact that I'm sleeping like at 9 a.m. every day, I just feel a little weaker. Alright, so let's get this going here. Looks like Tusk is trying to get close by to the bounties here in Misery. He's gonna give it up. At the same time, Chaos, they will get 2 bounties bottom, so they are more than happy with that. And it looks like HFN will be playing this offlane right here against the Tidehunter. PA, melee hero, so usually melee heroes struggle a little versus the Tide, but because of the Stifling Dagger, it's probably gonna be okay. Alright. Oh, Rivalry mod. Are you really from Rivalry? The Rivalry guys? The ones that... Well, anyways. Looks like someone just died. What a great casting right here. Looks like the Tusk did die, but it was not actually first blood. I'm not sure what happened there. Alright, HFN. Just playing with the Tidehunter a little bit for now. Tide is 2-0. And here we have a tri-lane with the Terror Blade against a dual lane of both Tavo and Misery against the solo lane of this Tidehunter and the PA. So overall pretty interesting that they decided to dual lane against that tri-lane. I mean, it's not like the PA would benefit that much from a tri-lane, right? The PA is going to farm anyways, and I don't think they could win a tri versus tri here. You have Tusk plus Grimstroke, Tag Team plus Inkswell, or he actually decided to get Stroke of Fate here. That would probably be too hard. In terms of middle lane, I'm surprised that Weeha is 5-1 right here against this Lina. I wouldn't expect him to be the same CS. But let's see if it's going to change as the Lina gets more levels. I assume it's going to be a little harder for the Earth Spirit. Why ES mid instead of PA mid? Well, Earth Spirit is probably one of the best mids right now. And PA is not that good of a matchup versus Lina, to be fair. Like, it's not off. It's not, like, impossible, but it's definitely not easy. Alright, looks like some damage flying out there. Oh. Mr. Yang with his Anchor Smash. Zoning HFN a little bit, but overall, pretty slow game here. Nothing really happening. And I'm surprised, you know, with this tri-lane. Oh, okay, speaking of aggression, there you go. The Inkswell whiff. That slow, nice skewer back, but it's not going to be enough. They're going to lose Tavo. And now Misery just hoping, just praying that he can get out here without dying. Weeha gets his first bracer here. A little afraid of an Ori that does not have Light Strike Array, by the way. I'm surprised. Usually, you know, it's pretty easy to land that against melee heroes, but for now, he decided to get the Dragon Slave as well as... Whoa! Well, one of the many reasons this hero is good. Okay, the shards with the Inkswell, they will get the stun onto Tavo. Not a huge stun duration, but they do have the slows from that tag team as well as the Stroke of Fate. And this is a Doom that dies for the second time. This is a pretty rough start here by Tavo, and now he's gonna have to walk all the way back up top with no TPs, unfortunately. Ooh, a walk of shame from Tavo. Not looking good for him. Looks like the Earth Spirit also had to go back to the base, so already starts getting a little behind here in terms of CS. You can see Ori dominating the CS chart slowly. Now HFN shows up here. They do get a Stifling Dagger onto Yang, but he still has 8 stick charges. He is probably okay. The deny on the range creep is not going to be there. What does ES mid build? Well, usually you see Veil and you know, Veil, Kaya, stuff like that. I've seen Shivas. Oh, they're gonna send a little Tusk over here, and the Tusk also brings the Tidehunter a salve. So let's see if they can actually get a fight going right here. The Tusk will actually find Lion. Lion was looking for a bounty. I'm sorry, a rune. But the rune is stopping. It's actually a juicy and plump region that we will be quite glad in finding out. Looks like for now, in terms of CS here, we have the Terror Blade and the PA pretty much tied up with the Lina and the Earth Spirit too. Pretty much tied up. The real difference here comes from the Tavo that has 2 CS. Jesus Christ. Versus the 15 of the Tidehunter. So the offlaners being, I guess, not really the offlaners, but the lanes with the position 3s being the difference maker here in terms of code. In terms of probability of win, it is actually very, very close, but Chaos has a slight edge, probably because Gaben and Mag have a pretty long story. Looks like King RD is just poking some small camps here. Not really sure what the hell he's doing. Oh, top lane. They are setting up for the bounty rune. Can Misery commit his skewer to get the bounty? Nah, he's not gonna go for it. Which means that we're going to see an even trade here. Vici Gaming getting 2 and Chaos taking 2 bounties as well. So overall, relatively even game in all things. You know, from scoreboard to win probability to gold advantage. Oh, Dire Scan. Does get a glimpse of the Tusk. Looks like there is a smoked Magnus here looking for some playtime. They do have level 2 roll as well as level 2 kick. Can they actually get a skewer back with a good roll? I don't know. Dragon's Slave right now. Kick. Okay. Where's the kickback? There's no kickback. They're gonna get the snowball here onto the Earth Spirit. And now this is a weird fight. They're gonna send the Grimstroke here with the, oh no, the Inkswell. But the skewer from the Magnus will allow him to disengage. And at the end of the day, they actually send 2 supports in the middle lane from Vichigami. So pretty decent rotation. This finally gives Tavo the chance of hitting some creeps. He is now 8-2. But look at that Tidehunter with his 28-1 versus the PA. Already doing such a good job here. Yang doesn't even skill Ravage, but he has a skill point that he is saving at least for now. Lina does get level 6 before Weeha, so he needs to be careful against the Lagunar Blade. Oh, they're gonna get the Snowball with the tag team and Inkswell. There is absolutely no way Tavo's gonna survive this. And this tri-lane from Vichigami is deadly as fuck, yo. This is very hard for Chaos to fight into. And unfortunately, Mr. Doom is going to be, you know, I mean, he's gonna be forced to lane here. He's gonna be forced here to eat all of these kills, all of that strength, and there's not much he's gonna be able to do until he gets his level 6, until he can go for some different rotations. They do finally get, they will finally get level 6 here on Weeha after this wave. But yeah, Vichigami is slowly but surely getting a good grasp of this early game. Oh, LSA. Nice, deny. I just showed the win probability, guys. It was 50-50. HFN gets himself a deny. The real problem here is that HFN has 4 denies and the Terrorblade has 22. So, oh boy, Tavo, the tag team, nice keyword. It will allow Tavo to buy some time. It doesn't look like they're gonna find that kill. The row is not gonna be on point, but they do get the kick onto the DUI as well as the Ebola. Can they find the Grimstroke? The first shockwave with the right clicks from Weeha should be enough, and they find that kill. So finally, a meaningful rotation coming from Chaos, but that is the expense of their tower taking already 30% of its HP. And Mr. Ori here, oh, can they actually get the Stifling Dagger? They cannot. Alright. So they send their 2 supports in the middle lane once again. Looks like we have having an okay time here. 34-5. The Lina is doing a little better though. 48-12, 48-24. Vichigami. The amount of denies that they have in this early game is out of this world right here. And, you know, it really helps because the Terrorblade, he is level 5 in a tri-lane, whereas the PA is level 6. Like, usually you would expect a higher difference between their experience, right? You would expect the PA to be maybe level 7 and the Terrorblade be level 4. But not only, I guess, some of these skills that they are getting here enabled that tri-lane a little bit more, they are also getting so many denies that some of that experience is helping the Terrorblade. Now, he's finally level 6. There is an Invis King RD here, maybe looking for a play. The Lina is already backing out. Maybe they could fight. Alright, the Doom is coming. He does not have Doom just yet. Alright, so here we are. 2,000 gold lead for Vichigami, so they are finally getting ahead in that net worth lead, and so pretty even game in terms of win rate. Oh, Paparazzi is gonna show up with that Metamorphosis. Do they have the Ravage? Beautiful blur into that Blink Strike, and it looks like they're not gonna find that kill, which I think they were expecting to get. Well, it looks like they will at least find the tower, which is decent enough. And this will be a free tower for Vichigami, the first one that they acquire. Alright. Tidehunter will TP top. He has Vlad's completed, has that Ravage. Tavo did get level 6. Oh, King RD. There is a Snowball Tusk getting on top of you right here. The right clicks from a little Tide. They will try and get the shard block right there, but they do not find the kill. Lion still up with 54 HP. Can he get the Earth Spike? Yes, he can. And now the Doom with that Infernal Blade with the roll and the kick. Can they get on top of this Tide? He's Giga farmed here. It doesn't look like this is going to be an easy kill. The Snowball buying time, mitigating the damage from the Doom. The Stroke of Fate is there. Can they get on top of this Tidehunter? The first Infernal Blade, but it's not going to be enough. And with that ink, so they're gonna stun Tavo, and it looks like they want to turn this around. The Ravage is here, it's on true, and the Doom is dead. Weeha's gonna be forced to disengage, and it looked like an okay fight, but at the end of the day, that Doom was not enough to stop Yang's Tidehunter. Stroke of Fate onto Weeha. Kick. It's going to stop the Tidehunter for a while. Oh, middle lane looks like they will be able to find the tower. Stifling Dagger onto the laner. Lion showing up. Where is that Earth Spike? He's really looking for it. Earth Spikes here. Snowball. Again, the Snowball save from the Tusk. Can they actually get the kill on the Luna this time? Yes, they can. Nice shard block, and it looks like Fate will be able to survive, but they at least find that core kill that they wanted so much. The Magnus is now level 5. This is already 11 minutes in. Doesn't have RP, so that is a little problematic for him. We have level 8 with the Treads. Looks like he's going for a new Scepter. Pretty good, you know, to dodge the Scepter from the Lena. You can also take the Silence out from the Grimstroke. You can dodge Ravages and stuff. It's actually pretty good. Alright, the Grimstroke finishes his Arcane Boots. Actually does not have Soulbind. Actually... Huh. I guess he feels like there's no spell. Oh, look at HFN though. With that blur, with that level 3 in power. Already forming the ancient stacks here, and they will get another one. Oh, baby. This is a very happy PA right here that will be forming at a crazy speed. The Vlad's is now done as well, which means this PA will start to scale quite a bit. It looks like the Doom is going for phase boot, so the offlaner from Chaos is not going to get the Vlad's. It's obviously going to be the PA since they have Empower. And, oh, hello, they will find HFN here. Do they have enough kill potential? It looks like he will farm that Phantom Embrace, and he tries to get on top of DY right here, and he doesn't have that Soulbind, so HFN just quickly gets that kill. Stifling Dagger onto the Tusk, but he knows that a couple of Vici Gaming heroes are coming, so he has to disengage. Oh, looks like they did find the Lion RP onto the Lena. LSA will find HFN, but not necessarily Infernal Blade. Can they get that kill? Ori with the Doom. Can they find Ori? Yes, they will. And now they actually doomed the Tidehunter, so there is no Ravage. They're pinging HFN quite a bit. He's trying to sidestep the shards, trying to get out. Can he maybe TP out from the high ground? Where's the kick? There's the kick. Blink to him. Yes, he's going to be able to disengage. No reflection just now, and the Ebola onto the Terrorblade will stop the advances from Vici Gaming, at least for a while. HFN trying to disengage, but he will get the Snowball onto the Earth Spirit with the kick. And even with the kick from the Earth Spirit, they do find that kill, and that is a killing spree for Paparazzi. Alright, and they are actually already going towards Roshan Pit. Vici Gaming, they do not want to stop, and they know that Doom was committed, that RP was committed. How can Chaos stop this Roshan attempt? And I guess the answer is they cannot. Roshan already 50% HP. Looks like Tavo understands what's happening here, but he also understands that he's in a bit of a precarious situation. They cannot just get into the Roshan Pit that easily. He will use his level 1 Scorched Earth. Mr. King RD showing up. Can they steal this Roshan? The Ravage is here. Rage is still on the floor, but Ori finally gets it. The Stifling Dagger onto the Tidehunter. They know that there's no Ravage anymore. They will get a Laguna Blade right here. The Skewer onto 4 heroes. Can they actually kill Fate? He's solo HP. I heard a Sunder. It looks like for now only 2 heroes of Chaos are dead, and everyone else is still alive. DUI chasing HF, and he has that, he has an Invis rune actually, and it looks like no one is going to find him. So, in terms of net worth, it looks like the PA is, oh, Doom dies. So yeah, Terrorblade ahead of everyone, PA following suit, with the Lena as well as the Tidehunter doing pretty well ahead of both the Earth Spirit and the Doom on the side of Chaos. So Manta is now done on the Terrorblade. 14-minute Manta with double Rift and Treads. Very respectable progression. King RD is going for a Blink Dagger. Already has 1400 gold. Oh, Ro? Can they actually find Paparazzi? The kick is gonna be here, and there is no Sunder for 70 seconds, so this might be a kill. There is no Aegis on Paparazzi as well, but he's just right-clicking the Earth Spirit right here. They're gonna get an Ixwell onto him, and they actually find a kill, and what a weird turn of events right here. Oh, the LSA finds Little Lion. King RD, where's your Hex? Trying to buy time. The Tranquil Boots are still up. Can they find him? Of course they can. And that is another hero on the side of Chaos dying, and looks like the Brazilians are crumbling a little bit here. It was looking okay with the exception of the top lane. For now, though, they will find... I mean, Tavo might find the TIE Hunter. Oh, and the TIE Hunter finds HFN. Can he blink onto the Doom? They all fade with the Snowball. They're gonna lift him up. Can he get out? No, he cannot. The Doom. He doesn't even try to use it because... Oh, no, the Shard Block. He sidesteps it correctly, but they keep on chasing. Yang blinks forward. Doesn't have the Ravage, and it looks like Tavo's gonna be okay, but suddenly, this is an 8,000 goal for Vici Gaming, and... Ooh... Alright, so the game starts to get a little hard for Chaos. They will have this Veil of Discord on the Earth Spirit. I did mention the item. It looks like he gave up on the U-Scepter he had before. The Magnus is level 9. Still doesn't have that level 10 talent. The Earth Spirit is level 10. Actually, the Magnus is quite high level considering the level of Weeha. The Doom level 8, he's even behind that Magnus. Jesus Christ. And the Lion is also level 8 with the Tranquil Boots and the Blink Dagger on the way. Grimstroke, pretty close from completing the Aether Lens, it looks like. Oh, Shard Block, Stroke of Fate. And Tough is dead. Delina with the Aegis as well as Shadow Blade on the way. TIE Hunter with the Blink. Vlad's going Mech next. Terror Blade going Scotty, and the Tusk Wyvern. Alright, they will keep on pushing right here. They have a decent amount of heroes doing damage, and the tower will most likely just fall. HFN keeps on farming. Looks like he is going for that Dasso build, so he's not gonna have BKB for a while, and this looks a little... I mean, I understand you want to get the damage. PA is all about having that damage. But this also means this is going to be an uphill climb for Chaos. They will commit a smoke gank on the side of Vici Gaming. In terms of Aegis here, they still have about 1 minute and 20 seconds. So if they could find a jump, they can most likely just get a lane of barracks with Metamorphosis being up right now. But they will not find anyone. They commit a Radiant scan here that just doesn't find anyone. And, you know, it was a good attempt. But unfortunately, Vici Gaming... they are not going to find Chaos, mostly because they're all in their base. So at the end of the day, it's still good for Vici Gaming, right? The fact that they smoke ends up forcing Chaos in this very defensive position. On the top lane here, we do see Lion trying to finish that Blink Dagger. Let's see if he can get this. Yes, alright, gets the third one, and the Blink Dagger is now ready. He unfortunately doesn't have any Finger of Death kills, so... 18 minutes in, struggling to get those kills there and get those charges. Yeah. All right, guys. Looks like we have some issues here with the chat, but we should be okay. Oh, Stifling Dagger. HFN just shows up right here. Very aggressive play from him. Alright, the Blink Strike towards Misery. It looks like they do force some spells on the side of Vici Gaming. The kick back, the Tusk is in a pretty precarious situation. They will get a Soul Bind on both Tavo and HFN. And this is a kill that Chaos gets for free. So HFN, you know, being a little pesky, but it does lure, baits Vici Gaming into a place they didn't really want to be. So, nice job from HFN. They still have the Smoke of Deceit here that they could use, as there's no Aegis of the Immortal on the side of Vici Gaming anymore. Alright. PA going bottom now, gets the Corruption Armor talent. Did not go for the damage, decided to get more HP. Probably necessary, since, you know, you're against that Ravage, you're against the Lagunar Blade, you do want a little bit of HP to play with. Yeah, HFN will keep on farming. Unfortunately, quite far behind in comparison to the Terrorblade, just because the Terrorblade had free map control. They will go for another smoking on the side of Vici Gaming, and I heard a Stifling Dagger, I heard a Finger of Death, and that is a kill. Finally, charge here for the line. They will get the Silence onto Misery, and it looks like the poor... actually, it's Weeha. He tries to roll out. The damage is there, and it looks like they will find that kill. So they trade the Tusk for the mid player from Chaos, so definitely not a great fight. But if you actually check the gold change, it's an even trade just because Vici Gaming, they are 8,000 gold ahead in terms of net worth. HFN keeps on farming there, utilizing that blur to the best of his ability. But Paparazzi, he will show up here. Stifling Dagger flies out. Alright. Top area of the map, we do see Tavo with his double bracer. He's going straight up BKB, looks like, but he could try and go Blink Dagger. It could be nice to have that instant doom on the Tidehunter or the, I mean, even the Lina. All the cores inside of Vici Gaming don't really like playing versus Doom. Ori did finish his Shadow Blade, going straight up BKB next. And yeah, King RD did finally get that. Oh, nice blink away here. Really feeling that. Oh, HFN jumps Paparazzi here, but looks like the PA will be able to TP out. They don't really have any cancels, unfortunately.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And yeah, here we are. The game a little passive. Just a lot of map control being taken by Vici Gaming, and Chaos just trying to buy time. Ideally, they would like to have the BKB on the PA. Tavo still going BKB, it seems like. He would have gold for the Blink Dagger, but he doesn't go for it. Sentry being placed. Vici Gaming, they know that something is up here. That Sentry couldn't be placed randomly. Oh, they're gonna find a jump on a Tidehunter. The Hex is here, but at the same time, do you really want to jump that Tidehunter that could ravage you? And he will just blink out. And another smoke gank being wasted. Both teams, I mean, considering that Vici Gaming is 10,000 gold ahead, I would say that they are actually playing quite passive. They're looking for smokes, but they're looking for very safe smokes that they were not able to find. Chaos, they are also looking for safe smoke ganks, but just because they are behind, right? I feel like Vici Gaming might be playing just a little bit too passive. HFN approaching that level 18, also approaching the BKB. He pretty much has the item already. Needs about 2 crepos to get it done. He's going to TP top. That's most likely his BKB if we doesn't steal every single CS. There you go. Finishes the BKB. Unfortunately though, Misery dies bottom. Not really sure what he's doing, like right on top of the tower, but he does get taken out. Alright, so, you know, decisive match. Looks like, I mean, let's check the win probability, right? It's been a while since we checked it. So I'm gonna say it's like 75% chance for Vici Gaming. I don't think it's higher than that. It's actually less than that. So Chaos, you know, you could see this 10,000 goal lead and you would be like, I mean, they lost. There's absolutely no way Chaos can win. But, I mean, looks like Gaben still favors them quite a bit. The problem is that they cannot stop this Roshan attempt. They do have the smoke. They're just not fast enough. The Dire Scan's gonna, you know, detect that. But even if they pop the smoke right now, it's just impossible. This is gonna be too fast. And the Roshan will perish. This is going to be Aegis for the Terror Blade and Cheese for Ori. Alright, so are they ready to finally finish this game? 12,000 gold lead for Vici Gaming. For some reason it's lagging here. I'm gonna close some shit. Hopefully no fight starts. Yeah, looks like we are okay. And HFN, it shows the bottom right here, trying to claim this tower. And look at that, they're already TPing a hero. And I'm not sure he knows about it. The LSA will find PA. BKB is available. And they actually popped the Shadow Blade. So Ori just playing with PA's food. He could try and pop that BKB and get out. Oh, Snowball going towards the PA. And there's a Walrus Punch. Can you actually BKB TP out? No, you cannot. HFN maybe survives the blur, trying to disengage, but not enough time. Looks like King RD, he actually cancel his TP, trying to help, and now he's stuck in a weird ass situation here. He just earth spikes the creeps, trying to disengage, but there's a Stroke of Fate and a Gash and a Shadow Blade Lina Chaos. They lose 3 of their heroes, and I mean, I guess they got the tower, but what a strange tower for them to force here. And now they're moving forward here. Terror Blade, his Metamorphosis will end up in about 15 seconds, so I don't think they can actually get barracks here. They might force a buyback, they might get some kills, But Chaos, they would have to misplay quite. Oh, Usurper holding Weeha in place. Oh no, they're gonna have to force that Doom right here. And now D2bowie is just getting right-clicked down by that Terrorblade. And now Weeha trying to disengage, but the Inkswell lasts for so freaking long. Oh, nice kickback onto Yang. They are looking for an RP, but the PA is not alive. If the RP gets committed, there's no follow-up whatsoever. King RD has Finger of Death, but he is waiting for it. The Side Hunter is not low enough, and now they're gonna be forced to buy back that Magnus. Paparazzi is just diving their fountain. Finally, PA is alive, has that BKB, and the first Stifling Dagger. Alright, they're gonna try and jump Terrorblade, but he has that Aegis, so you guys need to be careful. Do not overplay your hand. Inkswell onto the Terrorblade. You're also gonna buy back Weeha, and he's ready to roll 7 stone charges here if he wants to commit it. The PA. Okay. Cool. Terrorblade. Roll. There you have it. D.Bowie is gonna be committed by the Thunder instantly on the Earth Spirit. Jesus, they're gonna kick our Spirit back to Romania. And it looks like HFN is fighting here, but he just deals no damage to the Terrorblade. Look at that Terrorblade go. They will be forced to Blink Strike out, and they only lose the Tusk on the side of Vici Gaming. 20,000 gold lead, and it looks like the Brazilian Mag PA is just not good enough. GG flies out, and Vici Gaming, they take the first game. Yikes. Alright, so I'm gonna do something different today. I'm gonna do something different. Hopefully, I'm not gonna get, like, banned or whatever. If I do, I mean, who cares? No one's watching anyways. I'm gonna try and watch the official stream with you guys. I'm not sure. Like, I wonder how wrong this is. Because I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna watch and, you know, if this is, like, too wrong, I'm pretty sure PGL can just let me know, and I'm gonna stop doing it. No, I want to watch it at least. Okay, let's see.
Versions of us exist in other worlds.
There's got to be a way to destroy this machine.
The Earth Spirit was so underwhelming. Yeah, it was a little, but I feel like the problem was the Doom, actually. Like, the Earth Spirit had an okay lane, but everyone was forced to rotate and help D2bowie. And the fact that they decided to dual lane against those tri lanes, I feel like it really hurt whatever they could do. First time watching Twitch while watching Twitch. Someone disband Chaos. They cannot win against anyone. Doing basic stuff, and then they pick our Spirit mid. Oh, I don't think the Earth Spirit mid, like, it's easy to just use the Earth Spirit mid as a scapegoat. I think they lost because of the Doom pick. I think the Doom... it's not necessarily the Doom pick, but the fact that they dual lane versus that tri lane, and the Doom was just way too far behind. The Doom didn't have a bad lane stage. He was just forced to TP top and help the Doom. Turns out, mid-ES success. It is actually very good, guys. Stop freaking flaming the mid-Earth Spirit, alright? Because I'm gonna make a mid-Earth Spirit video. And Sumeyo is like 90% win rate with mid-Earth Spirit. I don't think they lost because of that. But yeah, alright. I'm gonna get a coffee. You guys can watch this if you want. But yeah, I'll be right back. My plan here is not to, like, rip their stream. It's to maybe just, like, talk over some stuff. I don't know how wrong this is. So if it's too wrong, then I'll stop doing it, I guess. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get some coffee. Like 30 seconds.
The more information you have, the better the decisions. Data is crucial to do important decisions in Dota games and even before the Dota game in preparation. It's really cool that a big company like SAP is investing into esports and that I can be a part of it is amazing.
Our day is just getting started here at the CQ Major, but it may be a short day for Chaos if they are not able to retaliate against Vici. A very quick game to start off our day, and it looked like it almost... There weren't many chances for Chaos to bounce back from what we saw. I want to talk about the landing phase. I want to talk about Doom. That was one of the first things that you pointed out, Fogged.
Yeah, Tavo died immediately top. Teleported back up there, died again, and I feel like as soon as he dies the second time, his game is like almost over, and it's like the 2-minute mark. Meanwhile, I mean, he's got one last hit level 1. It's like 2.5 minutes in. We look at bottom, and Tidehunter is level 3 with like 10 last hits versus a 2v1. So the resources that Chaos put to pressure the Tidehunter didn't work, and they weren't protecting their lanes. They lost all 3 lanes.
Tide had Vlad's at like 9 minutes or something. He's tanking tower shots. He's 1 versus 2 and just destroying his lane with a, Naked Vlad's Magic Stick Quelling Blade. It looks like something out of like, you know, my 2K pub games, but hey, it works here. So buy Vlad's is what I'm learning here in Dota 2.
I mean, we already talked about how Chaos definitely had a day that they could be happy about yesterday with the best of one. They were able to make it work there, but they need to piece together 2 wins now back-to-back against Vici. And to be frank, Vici looked like they outclassed them in this first game of the day. We talked about some of the potential ways that Chaos would be able to get a win as well, and we're pretty much hearing the opposite from you guys, right? You talk about the landing phase being important, getting some early game pressure on. I do want to look on the side of Vici, though, and one of the main questions that I have, because we haven't seen another Lina in the tournament, what did we think
All right, I'm back.
Gods? Because you said...
Let's see what the hell they're talking here. I think this is just like highlights.
And we just get the Lina.
Am I
look decent? It's very
am I banned
easy
already?
to play a game like this when you win all 3 lanes.
Yeah.
And also your opponent picked a mid matchup that was actually slightly favorable for Lina in the laning stage at least. So that made Ori's game pretty good. There were still a few times where he went deep in the enemy jungle, got caught out.
I think they lost here as well. That was like that was the BKB reveal, and HFN just got like destroyed.
Fit the gaps of Vici's lamps, which was just having some burst damage. Yeah. So if you're in a team fight, you get a Ravage off. Who's going to die during that Ravage? Lina makes sure someone instantly melts.
Now, when we do get, and this is going to be a pretty short highlight reel, as it was a pretty short game, which is usually a pretty scary indication at the beginning of a series if you are Chaos. But what do you want to see change primarily? Is there a way that they can draft around maybe getting a little bit more pressure going in the early
You still have the delay?
Fogged, or
what do you mean?
Something completely different?
It's the Lion Mag for me. This duo of support that just I don't feel like they can do pretty much anything in the game. And Misery even got the level 1 skewer. He got first blood under the tower. That was, I mean, amazing. Like the best thing that you can possibly ask for. But their playmaking is just very low, and I feel like that's why. I mean, we were talking about it. So that's why they probably picked Weeha on this Earth Spirit.
They were flaming the HFN build
person anyway, but
I don't think that was the problem either. That's a pretty normal build. It's just like dash of lads.
They only have a single
standard
PA versus a draft that's just really strong versus it.
His first rotation killed a Grimstroke, and when you said it was like, well, they don't kill the TB here, this is not worth using your Magnetize and 4 stones or whatever to get that kill. So.
And you lose half your mid tower. Yeah, just I think a different duo of supports, because when I see Chaos doing well, it's when Weeha's popping off, but it's also when the supports are able to make movements and actually put a lot of pressure on the lanes. This game, the game felt over by the 5-6 minute mark. I'm
going to say I think Mag is a bad hero right now, or at least a very overrated hero.
You think Mag is a bad hero? Because we also saw that Mag was first phased with PA. We've seen a lot of Mag. Mag has about a 50% win rate and about a million gajillion picks so far in the CQ Major. What do you think is causing Mag to be over-evaluated?
The fact that it's easy to play and not being pressured by a lot of the teams who aren't the tier 1 teams, the VP, Secrets, LGDs. These teams are not picking or playing Magnus because of how weak it is in the laning stage and how easy it is to punish the fact as a support it does nothing for the first 10 minutes except maybe a skewer into tower. You get a kill and then you don't do anything after that. As a core,
I mean,
it loses most of its 1v1 matchup.
I don't disagree with him entirely, but I don't think like he's right. The tier 1 teams, they don't pick it because there is a way to counter it, and I think he's 100% correct here. But I think that they did not lose because of the Magnus. I still think that Doom pick, like the problem is that at the end of the day, the problem is there was this tri-lane, and they couldn't tri-lane against it, and they couldn't, there was no dual lane that was perfect. So the Doom just suffered too much.
Just like you mentioned, super weak in the laning phase.
I also agree that, you know, the Air Spirit versus Lina matchup, like, maybe it's not favorable to the Air Spirit, but it's definitely not, like, awful. And he had an okay lane. But that Doom just made everything crumble on the side of...
that you guys did mention, and that is some of the higher tier teams aren't focusing on it, especially as early as some of these other teams are. And we'll have to see when we do get in this next draft if we are going to see it employed again. And draft phase overall, we've been talking about some of the popular picks, and let's switch it up here a little bit. I do want to talk about TB because we have seen it so much, and its win rate, gods, you have said, is just something to be paying attention to. We've been seeing it get first phase as well. What is so strong right now about the TB?
He's countering most of the popular carries, the Jug, the PA. At least he matches up well against them, and there's most of the heroes you're scared of are these like mid laners, like these Tinkers maybe, these very heavy magic damage heroes, which have strong weaknesses of their own that you can then deal with later on in your draft, I would say.
Well, Vici already looking like they could be running away with this one. And we were talking about just the bracket overall. Do you think Vici has a favorable run if they are able to take down Chaos here?
All right, let's end this and let's go back. I assume the draft. Yeah, there you go. Looking forward to Dandy and Mushi in the same team. I don't know, man. I feel like that team has as much potential for success than it has for, like, utter failure. So, I mean, I wish Dandy the best, but I don't know. Like, I think Dandy might be a more polarizing... It's not polarizing a word. I mean, it doesn't matter. I just wish them the best. Hopefully the team gets decent success. Will they play the qualifiers already? Right? Because the qualifiers are going to be happening during the major. So I wonder if they're already going to be playing. I miss Weha stomping mid every time. I don't know. I mean, I don't think he ever... He was good. He was good. It's just that they picked his Earth Spirit. Didn't work perfectly for him. And, I don't know. It's tough. Meme team. Moon Meander, definitely my favorite meme of that team. And then, I mean, Mushi. Kind of a overhyped meme. Dandy. Dandy's just standing because he still have a contract at Navi. Wait, he's a standing? Ah. What's going on? Stream cancelled? No, we're just waiting for the game to start, and there is a delay, so we have to wait for the game to start. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, you guys can. I missed you, GD. Well, you're gonna keep on missing him, unfortunately. Alright, so game 2 between Vici Gaming and Chaos Esports. Let's see how they're gonna approach this. We are assuming they're not gonna go with the Mag PA anymore. So what is left here? Especially Vici Gaming bans the Medusa, right? Because that seems to be the way that Chaos can play. You have the Medusa for HFN. You have the PA Mag. Maybe he can play Terrorblade. But I'm assuming you're gonna have to go for a very early Terrorblade, especially because Vici, they second phase they second picked the Terrorblade last game, right? Tiger Dandy. Yep.
10 seconds remaining.
Tide and Medusa. I don't know. I don't think they won because of that Tide Hunter. I just feel like I'm gonna stop talking about the Doom. I think I said enough. So they're gonna ban the Dazzle. Elder Titan is also taken out.
Dire team ban.
Ayo, second ban. I'm not sure Chaos actually plays Ayo. I'm not sure if I've ever seen King RD playing Ayo. No. I think he did play. I think he played a TI 8 for the qualifiers in the last game. In the last game between Pain. It was Pain versus SG.
VG Gaming's turn to ban.
Weeha is on a team. I mean, it's been a while. He's been playing for Pain for like half a year already, I want to say. Weeha should get his Meepo. Yeah, I don't think Weeha rates Meepo very highly as a hero, so not sure that's gonna happen, unfortunately. Rubik ban rip. I'm surprised they actually took the Rubik out of all the heroes that they have. I mean, if you take Rubik, maybe we're gonna go with something like the Tavo Enigma. It's like first phase the Enigma. We didn't saw a lot of Enigmas. I think I saw like one game where there was an Enigma. Rubik first phase, man. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I feel like this kind of confused VG Gaming as well. They're like, should we just ban what we intended to ban? What the hell's up with this Rubik? Maybe they want to play something else. They'll pick CM. I hope they don't. I think CM is... Actually, I want to check the win rate for CM here. Let's check it out. Oh no, I just closed my Firefox. RIP. Alright, so... let's look for esports and leagues. Then Chongqing Major. Then picks and bans. This week. How's Crystal Maiden doing? 1 pick, 0% win rate. So yeah. Crystal Maiden not doing that good. They will though grab the Medusa. They have to first pick it. And let's see what VG Gaming's response is going to be. There's a lot of heroes that you can pick versus Medusa. From OD to Lion to AM to PL to, you know, maybe a pushing strat. Let's see what VG Gaming has in store here. They're actually burning through a decent amount of their reserve time. So, which is kind of weird, right? They left the Medusa through. Same time, they're thinking about how they're going to... The Tide Hunter again, huh?
Team pick.
Okay, that is the exact same draft. They're gonna go with the Tide Hunter, Terror Blade, and Chaos. They will have the heroes that they had in that one game that they won. The Medusa was being played mid. Weeha was in the offlane playing the Timbersaw. And I mean, I guess I'm fine with it. You know, you have a Timbersaw versus a Terror Blade lane. That seems like okay. You already know they're gonna be playing mid Tide Hunter, core Tide Hunter, so you can pick a core that actually lanes well versus him. They also removed the OD. VG Gaming, they did not pick the OD, so I think they're in a good spot here. This is looking a little better.
Dire team ban.
Terrorblade. That seems to be the motto for dispatch. By the way, guys, do you know about the qualifiers tomorrow? Like, people were talking about qualifiers. And I have no idea when it starts. So we are 23, like this... I don't know. This is so weird. They could pick Anti-Mage. I guess Terrorblade's okay. Anti-Mage that early is definitely abusable. Terrorblade is just a safer pick. Just a better hero. Like, Anti-Mage doesn't counter Medusa enough that you would pick its second pick, as opposed to the Terrorblade. The Terrorblade is already decent enough versus the Medusa, and it's just like a better hero. You can farm without having the Battle Fury. It's just better. They take the Grimstroke out here.
10 seconds remaining.
That silence is actually very powerful. The silence for the Grimstroke against the Medusa and the Timber, actually. That is a good ban. And now the question is, what about the supports that are left? So Dazzle, already out. Rubik, already out. Lich. So we have Tusk. We have no Grimstroke. If we take the supports from the last game, right? They had a Mag plus Tusk plus... What was the other support? I don't know. Oh, Lion? Okay, so the Tusk is going to be Vici Gaming. Vici Gaming is literally playing the same draft right now. They are playing every single hero that they had in that game.
Vici Gaming's turn to the undying wakes.
Jesus, man. I need to clean my room. This is getting out of hand. So they will get themselves the Undying here. I mean, I'm fine with it. Right now, Terrorblade is the only range here I can actually take the Tombstone out. The heroes there besides the Terrorblade are not great at taking the Tombstone. You have 2 strength heroes, so that's looking okay.
5 seconds remaining.
What is Vici Gaming gonna go for? Disruptor. So, decent versus Timbersaw. Great at taking the Medusa out of position, just glimpsing her back. The Silence is good versus the Stone Gaze. I'm fine with this hero. I think this is okay. And it's also a hero that doesn't fear the Timbersaw that much, right? Because you can always glimpse him. So it's unlikely that Timbersaw will be able to get on top of you, especially if you have Tranquil Boots, you know, if you're fast enough. KOs are going to be so damn salty if they lose to the same Tidehunter TB lineup. Yeah, I mean, they're going all in back to this lineup. I actually want to see if it's the exact same lineup they played. So we have the Chunking Major. Where's the game that Chaos played versus Alliance? Yeah. So they played Medusa, Timber. Alright, it's actually only 2 heroes. It's only 2 repeat heroes. They had a Sven in actually the Lich in opposition of the Undying, and they had a Sven. For now, Chaos still... I mean, Sven is actually open. I wonder if they have that hero in mind. They already have a melee support, though. I think this Sven might not be the greatest option. What's up, Santa Lama? Santa Lama. How are you doing? Saurav, P-Man, Joseph, of course not. Zella, the great Cornholio. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate you guys' presence. Even though the cast sucks and I'm just sleepy as hell, just sneezing everywhere. Really appreciate you guys being here. So, I mean, we already talked about it, right? The Sven is one of the few top-tier supports still available, and they're gonna go with a Shadow Shaman. Definitely a hero you don't see that often, but it's also a hero that offers them push. Right now, they were lacking push. Timbersaw doesn't offer that much. Undying doesn't offer any. Medusa is okay-ish. Now, what happened, what I expect is going to happen here is that Medusa, after the 5 to 7 minute mark, will start jungling, and then we will open up space for the Shadow Shaman to get levels. And ideally, if he can, you know, farm for 3 to 4 minutes, he's going to be super equipped to create space for the Medusa to farm, so while everyone else is, you know, trying to get towers, grouping up around the Timbersaw, and just allowing those Serpent Wards to do its job, to do their job. I don't know why this major is rubbing me the wrong way. I don't know why. The matches are not interesting, the panel is not interesting, the banter is not interesting. I mean, now it make me feel bad because I was assuming that no one's watching my stream because the production quality and, you know, the games are too good to watch on the mainstream. I'm kidding. I don't know. I didn't watch a lot of the mainstream, so I cannot agree or disagree with you. Jesus. So they take the Doom out. I'm actually surprised. I mean, the Doom was a great pick. He just didn't have the right lane. That was the problem. So I'm surprised, but at the end of the day, I think Vici Gaming, they're right with this. They're gonna take the Husker out once again. Vici Gaming, they are lacking a mid here this time. They do have last pick here, so let's see what Chaos will pick for them. I assume HFM is going to play mid Medusa, which I guess leaves open. They have 2 options. They can lane the Timber versus the Tidehunter, and then try lane again around the Undying and the Shadow Shaman with a hero that is good versus the Terrorblade, or they can I guess just leave the Timber solo versus the Terrorblade. I think having the Timber Solo versus Tide is better. And then you Tri-Lane versus the Terrorblade. I think that is their best shot here. Bowie, you need a room. Bowie, you need a mom to say your room is a mess. Tidy it up and keep the window open. Yeah, the window is closed right now, but just because it's pretty late, so I don't want to wake up my fellow housemates. Man, I find you better than the big casters. Thank you, Dennis. Alright, they're gonna get that Beastmaster, so they do get a little bit of extra push. Now they have the Shadow Shaman and that hero. I think this is a fairly decent lineup. Now we have a hero for HFN. You have Timbersaw that is good versus both Tidehunter and the Terrorblade. Doesn't care about the shards.
10 seconds remaining.
A strong support with the Undying. And a Shadow Shaman. They will pick the Shadow Fiend for Vici Gaming. So that is going to be Ori playing the Shadow Fiend. Yang on the Tidehunter. Paparazzi playing his standard Terrorblade. And I assume this is going to be Fade on the Tusk. This guy is a god of the Tusk, by the way. On the side of Chaos, we have Tavo on the Beastmaster, King RD on the Shadow Shaman, Misery playing the Undying, Weeha on the Timbersaw, and there you have it, guys. This is our draft for Game 2, potentially a decisive match right here. It could put Team Chaos out of business. So, guys, if you want and you are in the Twitch stream, you can vote for who you think is gonna take this. So, who is winning Game 2? Type 1 for Chaos and Type 2 for Vici Gaming. Enjoy yourselves.
Seconds remaining.
So, HFN is going to be okay versus the Shadow Fiend, I think. The real decisive thing is going to be how Chaos will try and lane the other heroes. So, if you have Timber, Solo versus Tide, that's okay. That's okay. Now, can you actually make up for this okay lane by winning the other one? You know, ideally you would want to have an advantage in any of the lanes. Medusa versus Shadow Fiend, I would say it's almost even. Timbersaw versus Tidehunter, I would say it's almost even. Now you have Beastmaster, Shadow Shaman, Undying versus Tusk Disruptor, Terrorblade. I think you can go both ways. I think it really depends on how they play this. And the other option would be Timbersaw tri-laning the Timbersaw. No, that is just awful. And tri-laning against the Tidehunter is also awful. I guess that's the only option that they have. You go try versus try, and you hope for the best. I think if they dual lane, it's just not going to be as good. And it's going to be like similar to what we saw in the first game. Alright, ladies and gents, I actually forgot about getting water, so I'll be back in about 10 seconds. Don't leave the stream. I mean, if you leave, it's okay. I'm not gonna be sad. All right. We are back. Let me take the poll out. Let's check the results here. Looks like Chaos still ahead from Vici Gaming, but not by a huge margin. Pretty even, actually, between both teams. All right. So let's go. Let's see who is going to take Game 2 and potentially get out of the tournament. Who won first game? It was Vici Gaming.
The battle begins.
Alright, so in terms of bounties, it's gonna be actually 3 bounties for Chaos. Nice. Alright. We're gonna be able to start 3 and 1. Mr. Ori here, already going for the body blocks. So Shadow Fiend has 49 base damage, Medusa has 59. So that is a sizable advantage, but no No, eventually the Shadow Fiend will get the souls. It's just like natural. DY just battling Misery a little bit here. Looks like he already lost 8 strength. Oh, those right clicks are very, very potent. Looks like there is a Weeha going top right here. If he finds the Tidehunter, this will be the lane that we talked about. But they are actually trying to dual lane this. I'm surprised that Vici Gaming, they're also dual laning. At least it looked like it. Now DY does show up mid, so right now he's actually dual laning the mid lane. Oh, nice ward there by Chaos. King RD gets himself that ward that deny. Nope, doesn't get it. So yeah, that's a decent start here for Shadow Fiend. Already 2-1 versus the 2-0 of HFN. Unfortunately, does not get that CS. And Misery is just not really sure what he's doing here. He was just holding the creeps for Weeha, it looks like, and he does a decent enough job. Weeha is now ready to start laning here top versus the Tidehunter that was just dragging some creep waves around. So right now we have 2 creep equilibriums in a way. Alright, so dual lane mid. Shadow Fiend gets level 2. I think this is actually... I mean, that's okay for the Shadow Fiend. You know, he's not getting levels, but he is getting the souls just because there is a Disruptor there to help him get the souls. He's 5-1 versus 6-1. That's a decent start. Oh, it looks like they actually find the kill on the Beastmaster Paparazzi with this Metamorphosis and level 2 here. Tag team plus shards. Easy kill. No surprises there. So yeah, small advantage here in the laning stage already. 10-9 on the Terrorblade. 9-1 for the Shadow Fiend. We did solve such a similar lane last time, right? Paparazzi just destroying his lane. Like, in a way... I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen someone destroy a lane that hard. So, yeah, let's see if Chaos can do a better job against Paparazzi in this laning stage. In terms of win probability, it's actually quite even, but a slight advantage towards Vici Gaming, whereas in that other game, the advantage was towards Chaos. So they're already starting to play from behind. Weeha actually taking more damage than you would expect here, and that's because he's level 2 versus a level 3 Tide, so doesn't have the level 3 active armor. Beastmaster very low, doesn't die, commits a self, the Disruptor falls, and now Fate seems to be next. Can they get the little boars to micro on the toss? No, we can't. Oh, Shackles with the DK, and that's a double kill for Misery. So they do get a couple of kills in this lane. Nice job. Tavo doesn't die. Had that